Hey, True Believers England team here. So I was talking today. Hey, everybody's doing this thing where they're talking about these crazy team ups, crazy crossovers and everything. I thought, okay, cool topic for tonight. So 10 o'clock comes around and here I am. Okay, they're still doing their reading. Once again, I told them, hey, I won't do 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock so I could save it for 10, but they do readings at 10 o'clock now. So I guess we're competition. All right. So anywho, we talked about these. What's the craziest crossover? And it started off with, I believe somebody brought up Archie versus Predator. And I'm thinking, well, okay, yeah, that sounds like a great freaking topic. Let's talk about some really good crossovers. But then I thought, what if we talk about strange things that happen in crossovers? Like at one point in time, Lex Luthor rode Doc Ock. I'm not kidding. Here it is. This is in Spider-Man versus, what was the Superman Spider-Man? And I thought, but still, if you're talking about craziest, I guess that it started off as Punisher meets Archie. But then it got into not just crossovers, but team ups and all kinds of stuff like that. And I thought, okay, guys, when you come in tonight, I've got the craziest. And no, it isn't Archie versus Sharknado. Yes, this is a thing, by the way. This is an actual thing. What we're going to be talking about is, as you saw by the title, is Joker actually sold his soul to Elton John. That's actually a thing that has happened. So I figure we could take a look at that. I was hoping to have everybody here. We could do a reading ourselves, but unfortunately, once again, Friday night, 10 o'clock, and they decided to start up a new one. So I'm going to change things up. I won't do things where I rely on the team or anything. So got to do more solo stuff. But I wrote this out. I did the thumbnail and everything. So why not? Let's get into it. Hello to Jay in the comments. And if you are wondering, yeah, it kind of hurts my feelings. All right, gang, let's talk about this. See, what happened was a long time ago, you had a Joker miniseries. It was, well, I don't think it was supposed to be a miniseries, but it ended up running for 9 issues because of the DC implosion. The 10th issue was lost to time until, where is it? Here it is. This big boy came out. I got this for Christmas last year. This is awesome. And this is where I discovered what we're about to look at. See, right there on the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, Joker number 10 has all the gloriousness that is, once again, the Joker selling his soul to Elton John. I kid you not. Okay, well, here's the thing also. A lot of times you don't want to pay Elton John. So instead of Elton John, you call him something different. And that's what happened. But if you look at pictures of the man in 1970s, here he is. And here he is. So that's Elton frickin' John. I don't think there's any real argument to that fact. 1976 is badass, yes. Archie versus Predator would be cool. And if you guys do like this content, by all means, let me know. Let me know. Alrighty, so you know what? Without further ado, as they say, instead of saying right now, let's get started. And I'll share Joker number 10. And I got to tell you, I dig the cover. Seriously. Of course, Joker's dead meat. Flash has ended him anyway, and there's no way he's knocking out Wonder Woman. Not without Elton John's help, that is. Okay, I should have had it all set up for panels. And it goes, scene, a criminal hideout somewhere in North America. The location is not important. What's going on there is. Here begins the strangest saga ever in the career of the Clown Prince of Crime. Let me pull this down, actually, so I can see your guys' comments as well as what we're talking about. Here we go. All righty. Oh, what we got? I'm having internet issues. All right, have it going, man. See you when you come back. What's up, One Slick? This I do believe was the Joker omnibus has been around for a couple of years now. All right, let's move on. Well, the Joker. I love this font. I love this this icon there. That whatever your logo. Logo is the word I'm trying to say. There you go. That is really cool. But you know what? I've said this before. I'm an old man anyway. But gosh darn it, they seem to just be more fun in the 70s. I got to put on my glasses. So sorry for the what you call it, reflections. All righty. Let's see. Oh, hold up. There. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, let me see if I can't get that back here. Reading mode. There we go. Nope. Nope. Reading mode panels. There you go. Back it up a touch. No, it skips over the whole part where it says not a hoax, not a dream, not an imaginary tale, but weirder than all three. And in the spirit of the cryptic teaser, we'll explain no more. Not even why this story is titled 99 and 99/100ths Dead. All righty. Hey, Dark Admiral, what's up? Ivory Soper? Okay, well, this is going to be a problem for me all night, isn't it? There we go. So Joker's laying back saying, Doctor, I've killed the Justice League, all of them except for the Batman. And that's my problem. You see, they're dead, yet they're not dead. What's going on here? Every time I do this, I've got to, I'm going to have problems here. I want the panel. Oh, hell. This ain't right. That ain't right. Alrighty. Yeah, this ain't good, gang. Let me see. It's supposed to continue. It's supposed to just continue from panel to panel. Anyway, go shiitake mushrooms. This ain't even me this time. Could you think the price of original Joker 10 would go far? Right now, if you actually had it, what it would come in is a it was not published except for a couple of kind of ink and print. It's just like without the colors and all that kind of stuff. They made a few of them, sent it out to the big wigs. That's how you would have gotten it. Okay, it's supposed to be in reading mode panel. And it's not going to do it for me, is it? This doesn't look like it's going to go well for me today. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go, gang. All right, now you're... Okay, I'm just going to go on. So in this panel here, he says, and you silly twit are responsible for this in a way. If you not for you, I'd still be in an asylum for the criminally insane. Oh, well, look at that. It skips over a few, but there you go. So perhaps I should thank you for that day in your office. I guess he's talking to the warden. The court orders you to undergo psychosurgery immediately to permanently erase your pathological tendencies. Joker's yelling out, well, what are you talking about, a lobotomy? And he's saying that they're going to remove his antisocial behavior, causing Joker to kind of explode. What do you think I am, crazy? You won't get away with this. You and your crazy dog. And little Toto too. All right. There we go. Oh, friggin' hell. All right. So later, Faustus, I can relate to brilliant, cunning, and deliciously mad. If only I could operate, or excuse me, let me try to read. If only I could prevent my operation and preserve my dignity, my divine gift. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. I thought this would be something cool, but nope. So by the way, to finish with Undead Quinn, if you could actually get yourself a handle on one of those, there's not a lot of them. I know it goes for a couple $1,000s. All right, Faustus, him I can relate to. Brilliant, cunning, and deliciously mad. If only I could prevent my operation and preserve my divine gift of insanity. At least long enough to slay my dread enemy, the Batman. Then I too would sell my soul. And poof, here we go. We've got him. We got Elton John pops in. And then it happened. And you, I take it, are the devil. Ah, devil schmevel, call me Lou, baby. Lou Cipher. Oh, how perfectly banal. Joker, baby, booby, sweetie, have I got a deal for you? I'm having another psychotic delusion. Marvelous, marvelous. So tell me, what must I do to gain my release and sell my soul? Ah, come on, Jokey, baby. What do you think this is? The Twilight Zone? There we go. Okay. Let's see. All you got to do is ink this deal, you know, put your Hancock on the dotted line, plus do a little gig got you booked for. Gig? Yeah, there's this scientist dude who's perfecting a health serum. By the way, I won't do a weird British accent, so I'm trying to do my best Paul Schaefer. Prof the Rocket Man. Burning down the fuel of heaven's door. What exactly? I never understand. Elton John's hard for me to understand. Which will cure and immunize against every disease the brain boy's ever heard of. There's just one hitch. The serum also promotes spontaneous tissue regeneration. You dig? Precisely, that serum would make people immortal. All righty. Okay, so only some of them. You got it, booby. Nobody would ever die with that stuff around. Very bad for my kind of business, you dig? Alrighty. But there was a larger problem. The Justice League. So I feel we must perfect this serum, Superman says. Flash responds, and I can't help thinking, Superman, that such a cure-all would get the Earth into bigger trouble than it is in now. Oh, excuse me, people. We've been at this debate almost 24 hours now. It's time I recharge my power ring. Honestly, they were sitting down for 20 freaking hours? Holy Toledo and a half. What kind of hell is happening on Earth while they're talking around a table for 20 hours, 24 hours? That's how long a day is. Yeah. All righty. So Green Lantern steps up to his lantern. I anticipated this would be a long meeting, so I brought along the battery. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. And suddenly, we get a green blast. Of course, I learned about that blinding green flash only later but I'm getting ahead of myself. Since the JLA knew of the serum, what you gotta do, jokey baby, is scrag the JLA so they can't help distribute the serum. Whoops. This is not going well. Then kill the scientist himself. In return, I'll grant your every wish, including becoming the Batman's executioner. All righty. Hey, what's up, RC Scott? Little devil horns. Whoa. All righty. Are we going on now? There we are. Soon, in a hospital near the Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane, I'll get you for this, you Freudian fraud. Wait, this patient hasn't been prepped for surgery. You incompetence, his head must be shaved. I must have been crazy with rage, or more so than usual, because the adrenaline surged through my body, giving me great strength. That's the last straw. As if stealing my cherished madness isn't enough. Joker knocks a surgeon out and kicks an... Oh, he flat out kicks this woman right in the chin. That's very progressive for the 70s. Rock on. Guard, violence, disturbance in the OR. We see a guard come in. Joker throws a plate of surgical tools, and the cop ends up hitting the oxygen tank, not oxygen, causing a huge explosion. Joker continues to tell a story. Of course, Doctor, you recall what happened a few minutes after the oxygen explosion. And we see the psychiatrist run around. Doctor, the whole place is going crazy. Have you heard what happened in the OR? As a matter of fact, Doctor, and Joker whips off his surgical mask, I have! And he's got a syringe with him. Then you knocked me out with a shot of sodium pentothal and brought me here. Correct! You've been my captive for several days now. As for how I killed the Justice League, I begin in Central City with a garden variety robbery. Just a few minks from a fur storage warehouse. I loved these helicopters. When we were kids, they do it now, but it's like the TV boats and all that kind of stuff, the Batcopter. But they used to put out all sorts of Hot Wheels that were based on old 1970s. They even gave Superman a Supermobile that made its way into the comics. Kid you not. Cool stuff. Just as I was making off in my helicopter, what to my wondering eyes should appear but old bustling Buns himself, the Flash. Flash saying to himself, the Joker on my home ground? When I get through with him, he'll be cackling out of the other side of his pasty face. I hoped he'd have some flashy maneuver to stop me, and he certainly did. I must confess, I almost admired his ingenuity, skipping from one whirling blade to another at hyper speed, and we see the Flash running on top of the helicopter blade. Wouldn't that just kind of make him wreck? Is this supposed to be a continuation story from the original series? Actually, once like, dude, no, there were no continuations in the Joker because of the comic book code. He had to be in jail at the end of each issue. So while it is a 9, now 10 issue series, every issue is a story on itself. So there are no continuations. Instantly, the whirlybird started to drop toward the warehouse roof, but the Scarlet Speedster beat it there. Then he created an updraft to ease the copter onto the roof, which he kept him rooted to the spot, which was exactly where I wanted him. You heard of laughing gas, haven't you, Flash? Well, you ain't heard of nothing yet. And after the chopper had touched down, you took advantage of my fixed position with that gas. That's not funny at all. So why the heck am I laughing? Because, my fine flashing fool, that was laughing gas, but treated with a super concentrated amphetamine. Holy shit. Flash put him on speed, which is now speeding up your metabolism, causing you to laugh at super speed. Of course, the strain will be too much for you, and you will laugh yourself to death. And we see the Flash. Actually, that's kind of a disturbing image right there. How delightful. I've turned the Speed King into a speed freak. And as everyone knows, speed kills. Speed kills. What was that? That's Halloween, right? Hey, jerk, speed kills. Odd, I don't recall hearing about the Flash being killed. Certainly not. You've been incommunicado here for days, remember? Anyway, next I moved on to Star City, where at the city zoo, in the dead of night, I set a trap for a certain Emerald Archer. Oh, but I had an old score to settle with him. Now to teach a lesson about the slings and arrows of Alfred's fortune. And it says monkey house. I guess he's on top of the monkey house. I had fired an arrow flare, a signal for summoning Green Arrow that hadn't been used in years. If that wouldn't pique his overstimulated curiosity, nothing would. And within the hour, the freaky flare looked like it came from the center of the zoo. And there's nothing smack in the middle of this grounds but this monkey house. So, Black Canary yells, look! These guards, dead with weird grins frozen on their faces. It's ghastly. Obviously, someone didn't want them to find this flare gizmo. Look at Canary, a playing card. The telltale sign of the Joker. What's he doing back in Star City? Hey, Dalton, what's up? Feel free to jump in if you want. See, there's an address printed on the back of the card worth checking out, no? Well, come on, Black Canary, you can make a decision. And so Green Lantern says, Ritty sound. Oh, come on. Ritty is Italian for laugh. It's an obvious trap. You think I don't know that? There's more to me than a blonde wig, you know. Well, you asked him about it, jerk. Come on, what's it? You know what? I've been married too long to understand. That's how it happens. That's how it happens, kids. Relax. With my sonic power, I can handle myself. You check out the zoo. Canary, wait. Ah, nuts. What the couple didn't realize is that I was lurking in the shadows. Green Lantern says to himself, a trail of green magnesium powder from the flare, probably. It might lead somewhere. and I was happy to oblige. Joker, freeze! Well, he didn't give him any time. He said freeze and then shot him with what looks like an actual pointy arrow. A balloon inflated with a most unstable gas. Oh, okay, here he goes. But what the archer spotted was not little mad me, but a balloon constructed in my image. A balloon inflated with a most unstable gas. He still shot an explosive arrow at him, like point blank. And when the bumbling bowman next opened his baby blues, Joker, quiet. You notice? Also, you are menaced by a slavering laughing hyena. Yeah, and there's one in here, too. Quiet. I do the funny stuff around here. Now then, hyenas are normally docile, except, of course, when they're hungry, and poor Poochie hasn't eaten in days. Also, I've given him some of my nerve toxin. He's stark raving bananas. Green Lantern says, now there's a pot calling the kettle cracked. Tacky, tacky, tacky. Ah, well, I dearly wish I could stay to see the fun. I'm positively quivering with anticipation. And we see the Joker run off as the hungry hyena goes towards. Well, why would you leave him in with a bow and arrow? That is, what? I'm going to make a trap and I'm going to leave thinking everything went to, oh shit, no wonder they pulled this, but I know, right? So anyway, Green Arrow pulls out an arrow, never realizing that I deliberately left him his props and chose my words to call that fact to his attention. Phew, now I could take out that beast with a tranquilizing arrow and nothing flat. You see, I call out the problems and they seem to have thought of them. You see, I had toyed with his toys while he was unconscious. What in... And the arrow hits Green Arrow. I simply placed the head of his tranquilizer arrow on the shaft of his boomerang arrow. And we see Green Arrow is knocked out, I guess. Meanwhile, Black Canary had made her way to the address on my card. It was recording studio. That much was true. Come in, pretty lady. I have a surprise for you. Welcome to the Joker Sound Studio. That laugh you hear is a hyena I recorded at the zoo. It's deafening. Of course, outrageously nasty, aren't I? Outrageously stupid. You mean the worst I'll end up with is a headache? Because once you get blitzed by my sonic whammy, a little light and you can see you're in an echo chamber. With the turn of a knob, I intensify your whammy 100-fold, and it bounces right back at you, producing a sensory overload that will short-circuit the auditory nerve centers in your brain. In short, killing you. And we say hello to RDV. What's up?
Not much, brother. Saw you're by yourself. I thought LK would at least been here for you.
Well, you guys are doing readings at 10 o'clock. You guys are supposed to be done by 10.
Nah, we don't have LK. We don't have everyone else. Where's Tavia? Where's Dalton? Wait, there's Dalton in the chat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Okay. Anywho, yeah, we're doing, I was going off of what we were talking about and doing a crossover that I saw. It's Joker number 10.
Nice.
And it is, he sells a soul to Elton John. I kid you not. Elton John's the devil in this. Weird. So we're there, and he just killed Black Canary. Meanwhile, I was watching as the Star City Police, who'd been summoned by the sound of my exploding balloon, raced to save Green Arrow. Talk about close calls. We were just in time. Surprise, the badge buffoons couldn't guess that the Joker had played his trump card. Holy Hannah, he's dead. There was no tranquilizer in that arrow. I'd replace it with my nerve toxin. You want to take a roll?
Whatever role you want to give up.
Well, you do the psychiatrist here, please.
No, wait! If you couldn't be in two places at the same time.
I was indeed. The devil made me do it. Now button up and permit me to continue. My next stop was New York City, and after my nocturnal work, there was completed a shock greeted early morning visitors to the Statue of Liberty.
Great Scott! Martha! Why'd you say that name? Look!
Why'd you say that name?
Wow.
Land sakes, Floyd, how could that happen? And we see that Joker had painted the Statue of Liberty. Soon my little mischief produced the desired effect, bringing a certain star-spangled heroine to the scene. Go on ahead, dude.
The Joker. What? The Joker. What an unpleasant surprise.
You sound like
Vandalism.
Rocky the Squirrel from Bullwinkle. We could. Hey, Maranya, jump in. You can take Wonder Woman. We'll stall.
That's a little beneath our better character like yourself, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Before Wonder Woman could get her bearings, perhaps, but I'm here for for something bigger. And he bitch slapped. No, he full on socks her, and she feels it.
Something bigger than you. If I were old-fashioned, I'd remind you it's considered gotch by some to strike a lady.
In that first voice, Reed Rhaegar's that high-pitched voice, Reed Rhaegar's.
And now for something we hope you really like.
Almost. That's a little more Mickey Mouse-ish than before, but there you go.
Uh-huh.
All righty, RVD, you're fired.
I wasn't paid to begin with.
Really, if I ever meet a lady, I'll remember that. And then Wonder Woman smacks the Joker back.
Petty insults like that never affect me. Oh, here's Maranya, thank God.
Okay, we got our Wonder Woman. Hey, lady.
Hey there. I gotta be able to see this. I gotta expand the screen here. Do you want to start this over again?
Nope.
Where are we at now?
We are at the last panel right here.
Petty insults like that never affect me. Just as I never rely on violence, Ski. But in the case of scum like you, I'm forced to make an exception.
Okay.
Thanks for being slightly clumsy today, Joker. You gave me a chance to snare you with my magic lasso. No, I command you. Tell me the truth. Truth or consequences? What is your real reason for being here?
Sorry, Dumplings. I simply loathe your golden rope. You see, it clashes with my suit. You don't mind if I remove it?
What? But you can't do that. Anyone bound by that lasso must tell the truth. Oh, here we go.
Not me. Commanding person to be truthful presupposes that he knows the difference between truth and falsehood. And since I'm a bona fide schizophrenic, I'm incapable of making that decision. Or distinction, if I were reading that right.
Look down, Phoenix didn't work for him either.
Sorry to take up your time. I can see you're all tied up.
This can't be happening.
And Joker goes on and hangs her using her rope and the Statue of Liberty. Oh, and do be careful. There's a banana peel right behind you.
Oh, nonsense. Nobody really slips on banana peels.
They do on that. They do on one that's waxed. And we see Wonder Woman slip on the banana peel and fall. So, as they used to say in vaudeville, have a nice trip. And once more, the Joker triumphs. Of course, I could have commanded her to jump, but it was more fun my way. And wow, that's actually kind of gruesome.
Oof.
That's pretty cool. Seeing Wonder Woman hung by her own
lasso,
rope, yeah.
Where's the comic code?
Yeah.
Well, this one was never released, remember?
This is the one this is the Joker episode.
This is number 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Once again, if you're lucky enough to find it, kids. I went on Amazon when I bought it. It was on sale, though. I don't know. That was a while back. That was last Christmas. It's right here. It cost me $70, but once again, I haven't checked the price since.
I was just say the individual issue if you have that.
Yeah. Let's see. No, the original issue was never released. It's part of a compilation of books that were canceled during the implosion.
Mm.
Yeah. All righty. By the way, but where are we? Okay, I get the. Okay, nope, that's VENKMAN.
Or you didn't read your line, and then I killed.
Oh, and then I killed.
All right, okay, I get the idea. But get to your problem. You said you're not dead. What does that mean?
See that door beyond it lie the bodies of the Justice Leaguers I've killed. They're all hooked up to electroencephalograms. Yesterday I discovered. What? The EEGs or the EEGs? The EEGs show, I know it's EEGs, by the way. The EEGs show brainwaves, but how they're clinically dead, no pulse, no breathing, and yet as long as the brainwaves aren't flat, technically they're still alive. So somehow they're, well, 99 and 99 100ths dead. Say, wouldn't that make a great title for a story?
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I've had enough. You're certifiably insane. I can't believe you. Anything you say, kid. You see?
Are you trying to do Jimmy Durante? Do you know that?
Yes, I know that. Ha-cha-cha.
Now instead of Rocky Squirrel, you're doing the narrator of Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty was a snowman. His mother was a snowblower.
Let's see. You forget, Doctor, you're in my domain now, and we play by my rules. So your company has turned sour, has it? Then I think it's time for you to leave.
A gun?
No, a water pistol, but not your average water pistol. An improvement of my own design.
Sploosh.
And we see the doctor all tied up in a straitjacket. Confused, Doctor? What I've done will become painfully clear shortly. That straitjacket you're wearing is made of rawhide, which shrinks dramatically when wet.
Hey.
Yeehaw!
And as it shrinks, your arms will be pulled tight across your rib cage, squeezing your diaphragm, crushing the life from you. A fitting way for a psychiatrist to die, eh, Doctor? Imagine a shrink getting shrunk. A pity you can't stay for the rest of my story because it involves a rather interesting gentleman, my father. So here we are with more loose ends than a spaghetti factory hit by a tornado. For the answers to some of your questions and a few new ones, don't miss next issue. Oh, Dad, poor Dad, the Joker's hung you in the closet and he's laughing like mad. Except for, of course, the reason there is no 11th. And I do believe that's why they ended it on a cliffhanger. Had the Joker win, which they couldn't have done otherwise.
I can see them why they didn't release this because it's very dark and it goes against the comic
Oh,
code.
wow, big time.
Yeah, I think I still think they must have added a little bit here or there, just
Like
for fun.
the way to skirt the code is at the end it's on his head and he gets punched by Batman.
Yeah, well they would have.
Or the guy in the straitjacket turns up to be Batman.
I was thinking it's either Batman or it's going to be Superman.
Because he kind of looked like Adam West, but
Well, I once again I think maybe that would have been it, like the ending where he's like, "Haha," and he pulls out his gun, and Batman, "Haha, let me get you," or Superman or something. And but I think they changed it because they can. You know, why not let the Joker win the last one?
all right,
Because-
Trusty, you get a big delight in every fight.
Ha-cha-cha.
Yeah, we were doing readings on our channel, and I just randomly went into Jimmy Durant. He's like, and like, it's like I just got chewed up by Jimmy Durant.
Might as well have fun with it. Yeah. All righty, gang. So there you go. We were talking about crazy crossovers. It ended up in crazy team ups, and I thought that would be kind of fun.
Well, the Joker teaming up with Batman in that one case. You know, who killed this one guy and his family, and like he had to team up with the Joker. Only at the end, you remember the Joker turned out the Joker was using him.
Unfortunately, this didn't pull in any, not a lot of viewers. I appreciate everybody who's here, but we're only at 6. So what you gonna do? It's not the kind of content I can have on this channel anymore. It looks like a version someone did if they could do it the way they wanted to make the book. Yeah, it really does come off that way.
Yeah, what's the deal about Elton John?
It's one of those situations where obviously it's Elton John. You look at this picture,
Oh my God, yes.
and without me even saying it, you can see that it's Elton.
Oh, I can see because of the
Where did you
draw, everything else.
read this on Comixology or DC Infinite?
Oh, this is DC, the DC Universe, the app, the
Okay.
with all the comics and everything.
So that issue was never released to public. I wonder if it was a copyright issue with Elton John.
Well, it was going to be released, but it was part of the implosion.
What do you mean implosion? Like
Okay,
National
so
Comics?
in the 1970s, Jeanette Kahn is hired, and she decides she's going to restructure DC Comics, kind of bring it a little bit more like Marvel.
Yeah.
She changes a few things. She makes it so there are no more reprints. We're going to be doing new titles. They get some. They cancel a whole bunch of books. They put them together. So instead of Supergirl and you have and if instead of Supergirl, Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, Superman and Jimmy Olsen, you have Superman Family.
Okay.
And you get these more thicker books, but they're more expensive. Problem is that they're sitting next to Marvel, who's been kicking their ass now for 10 years. And Marvel costs 10 cents or 12 cents, 15 cents, 20, 25. And DC all of a sudden costs 50 cents.
Wow.
And great deal. We understand, but you know, that's expensive for back then. Your average wage was like $3 an hour. So that was something.
Crazy.
So it doesn't work. And it's not just the big ones. They go into other areas. You get more war books, you get more fantasy, you get like Cull, Claw, stuff like that. And nothing's hitting. And at first it was called I'm kind of paraphrasing, by the way. And at first it was called the DC Explosion. So a few months later, when they had to cancel all these new ideas, all these new titles, basically the comic book press and the comic book community jokingly called it the DC Implosion. And all these titles were canceled and they were put into other books. Aquaman was put into Adventure Comics. As Eric points out, so was Black Lightning. So you have a lot of them finishing in kind of anthology books. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman survived. Green Lantern did too. But all the smaller ones, the Jack Kirby books, so forth, so on, didn't. So that's I could do a longer, more in depth on the DC implosion.
I thought, like you said, like you're saying, so Jeanette Kahn, like you don't like her for that reason, or?
Oh no, I love Jeanette Kahn.
Yeah,
see what ends up happening after the implosion? She tries again, and this time she's talking to an editor named Marv Wolfman. And Marv Wolfman had started working on a book with George Perez called New Teen Titans. And that blows up. And then all of a sudden, they come up with the brilliant idea of, well, why don't we just destroy everything and restart? Because it became too complicated. Yeah, well, you didn't just have DC heroes at this time. You had Charlton heroes, you had Fawcett heroes, and it was Earth 9, Earth 52. You're going to get into it all over again, and we've seen it all over again when they brought back the 52 Earths in New 52.
Yeah.
And I don't like it because there's no real stakes. You could write a book, and if it fails or if the ideas don't go, you just go, that was Earth 49. Let's start over. You know, so I never liked multiple Earths. What do you think, Maranya?
About the multiple Earths? Not really. I would rather just have maybe two, like the one with the Justice Society back from the day, where they crossed over to our Earth, and that's it.
Okay,
that's what I would go with.
You know, one thing I'm not a big fan of: what if being real.
Oh my God.
I hate what if in Elseworlds all of a sudden, oh, well, it's just another dimension. Ha 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 ha. Come on. It's the same dimension. It's a different timeline. Let's not do that.
I mean, the brief amount for the multiple Earths I liked was in that Flash Forward comic book with Wally West. He was going to different Earths, and you got to see, like, hey, this is the Earth, obviously the X-Men Earth, you know? So, or there's an Earth where vampires rule everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Now-
I don't mind stuff like that. That's what I don't mind.
I didn't mind. I wouldn't have minded them continuing certain stories. You know, I would have loved to have seen that, and I guess that would be the same thing. So maybe I'm just, you know, I'm put my head up my ass.
Yeah, wasn't DC Metal doing that? The first one?
I don't remember. I didn't really pay attention.
The first one where they had all the different Batmans, like the Batman, and they had the Batman who laughed, and they had
the
Batman from the Aqua.
Yeah, they were all from different dimensions.
Yeah.
Surprised today's writer haven't given Elton John his own comic, or have they? Let's see. It looks like a version. Oh, okay. Well, I read that one. The printed copies of the Joker collection are over 300.
Wow.
Wow. Is that the Joker omnibus is $300 now?
That doesn't surprise me.
Auction.
That doesn't surprise me, especially if, as you said, it has an issue that was never printed. People pay for that.
It says right here you could get it for $139.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless it was, I mean, how old is that? How old is that book when you bought? What year is it printed or published?
It says 2019.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was nothing before that though?
If there's one before it, that might be more expensive.
Yeah.
Like this was the second one they did? No, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
That's a reprint of a reprint.
Let's see. Rock and Roll Comics #6. Was that Elton John? I used to collect the Rock and Roll comics. They're like the behind the music before there was behind the music.
Behind the music. Remember those?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, we're all caught up on that, but yeah, as far as the whole Elseworlds thing, I guess like I wouldn't mind. I loved it when they continued Bloodstorm, or Red Rain was the one where Batman became Dracula, and then they did Bloodstorm, and I think they did a third part where Joker was a wizard, and he went up with a. I don't know if that was connected. I always thought it was connected, but Joker was an evil wizard.
Not surprising.
Fighting Batman. Hey, Elseworlds are fucking badass, man.
Oh, you want to know an interesting crossover? Superman with Arion. Now, remember, Superman has that vulnerability to magic.
Yeah.
And he's running around with a sorcerer who uses magic.
Yeah, I was thinking Archie and Sharknado might be fun to do. Fun to talk about. It's a stupid, crazy crossover. Why not? But yeah, what I don't. I would be hard pressed. Like X-Men and Obnoxio, we actually did a reading on that one.
I think, back in the day we did, yeah.
Yeah. So there are some crazy Marvel ones as well.
There's always Forbush Man whenever he shows up.
Forbush Man, yeah. By the way, I actually did a comic book origin of the Forbush Man. I thought that was kind of fun. It was not Brand X #1.
Yep.
And holy crap, the humor sucks. It is so bad.
It's bad.
It is so bad in there, but what the hell? It is still a fun book. But what you gonna do?
When they come for you.
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. Yep. So what else is there to talk about tonight, kids?
Good question.
I mean, we finished a reading. We went through a book.
So the other one is going to have a female Hush, now called Shush.
Oh, that's right. There was an announcement today that Robin, Damian Wayne, is going to get his own title. And look, the last Robin was actually pretty good. If you haven't picked it up when it comes to trade, or if I ever have it at the auction, pick it up.
Wait, which Robin?
Damian Wayne.
Okay, but you're saying that it's already coming to trade?
Yeah, it was canceled already. Its run is over.
Where he's on that
the island,
the island where he was going to get killed every time.
Something like that. But
that was a Josh Williamson run.
So they're going to do a Robin comic book, and they're going to have a female antagonist named Shush. She-Hush. Shush. They're not even fucking trying anymore.
They're not even trying.
They're not even trying. What the hell? Seriously. They should be ashamed of it. Okay, Godzilla versus King Kong. Godzilla and King Kong versus Justice League. We've been talking about this because this is another announcement they're making. My thinking is that Superman comes along, one punches Godzilla and King Kong, and then goes to have lunch in Toledo with the rest of the jail.
What if Godzilla breeds kryptonite?
That shush. She's Rule 63 of the internet.
And what is Rule 63?
If there's a male version, there'll be a female version, basically.
Yeah, it declares that for every fictional character, there exists a gender swap counterpart of the character.
Gotcha. Rory, everybody, Rory, this is my niece.
Hi, Rory.
Say hello. There you go. So what'd you come to show? You brought something, or did you just come to interrupt the show?
Oh, what you got?
You got your pad, your iPad. What is that? That's a tablet. That's not an iPad because nobody around here is rich enough for an iPad.
Yeah.
Santa got it.
Santa got it for you. All right.
Wow.
That's a very.
Santa's got some bucks, man.
Santa's probably broke now.
Decorated and now tape is falling off.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
I peel it off.
Santa got me rickets, so that was nice.
What is wicked?
That's a gift that keeps on giving.
What is wicked?
All right. Sounds like your aunt's home. So there you go. All right.
Did you mean crickets?
No, I said rickets. I tell jokes for everybody around. Like I'll tell jokes to them that'll make Gail laugh just because. But that's okay. What issue was Batman meeting alternate Earths of Batman? That was the Dark Metal story where you had the Flash Batman. Yeah, but it was Batman as the Justice League, and so it wasn't really.
You had Bat Flash, you had the Aquaman, and
yeah.
Actually, the Aquaman universe was not bad. I like the Aquaman universe where the Aquaman was a woman and Batman was a woman, and they had something. Kyle was a guy that got killed,
and of course, Batman Who Laughs. Did you see the news?
That one should go.
See the news of Punisher? Wait, did they decide they're putting up another Punisher?
What now with the Punisher? What have they done?
Probably the Daredevil show.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. It reveals a brand new Punisher in comics now.
Oh, yeah? Who's going to be the Punisher now?
I don't know, but I saw Paul Reynolds going to produce Biker Mice from Mars. Yes! All right. My 90s kid. The writer will be David Proposed, and artist Dave Watcher will be launching a Punisher series in November. And introduce the new Punisher, retired Shield Black Ops. Oh, it's Joe Garrison. So it's a made-up guy. It's a retired Shield Black Ops agent named Joe Garrison. So it's not even Frank Castle.
Oh, because they ruined Frank Castle, so they just get rid of him.
Proposed, who is says I'll just say quickly. It says he had a Punisher history of having written Punisher 2009 during his Savage Avengers run. Compares Garrison to be like a Danny Ketch Ghost Rider of the 90s. Ugh, gross.
So now the Punisher is a mantle?
Okay, so all of them are now. That they've managed to fuck up every character by making them a mantle. Let's see. A new Punisher will make his vengeful debut in an all new ongoing comic series revealed during the Marvel Superheroes Hulk Super Soldiers panel at San Diego Comic-Con. The new comic series will be penned by Dave Pepose of Savage Avengers. Well, that sucks. Moon Knight, City of the Dead. That's not as sucky. And drawn by superstar artist Dave Watcher of Planet of the Apes and X-Men Legends. Not bad. Covers will be illustrated by artist industry veteran Rod Rice. Last week, Marvel Comics teased a single question: who is the Punisher? Series writer revealed the answer: Joe Garrison.
Oh,
Mr. Garrison.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cover, and the only way they could make someone who's like a vigilante hero, it looks like he's going to be black.
So, I want to say right now, just going off of this, if I was in charge of Marvel, I'd go up there. I would just go to the person and say, "Who wrote? Who decided to come up with that idea? You slap them across the freaking face, call them a dumbass because this is not going to sell."
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think this is going to sell just enough
Speculators are the only ones.
Yep. Oh my gosh, man! The movie people are still going off too, man.
And
It's
what's
like
funny,
literally that. At first, everybody was worried. DC canceled their entire slate, so all the speculators were like, "What are we gonna do with all these Marvel comics we bought?" Because God dang it, somebody was gonna put rare character number 1. Somebody was going to make a Speedball movie, so we needed 10 copies of Speedball. They did this, and then everybody started panicking because the slates got wiped out because of the strikes. And I kid you not, they went, "Aha! Barbie has a comic," and that book has just been skyrocketed.
Oof.
Yeah. It doesn't look like they race swapped the punch.
That one picture, it looks like yes, they did.
Yeah.
That first cover you showed looks like it looks from
the next one,
from the shadowing and everything and the hairstyle. If it's not, he's mixed.
Not the next picture they had.
He's Anglo.
Was absolutely
But the first one,
I'll show you.
Yeah, but the first one, if you look at it, he from the shadow and from the hairstyle, he looks
like Eminem from Wanted
or something.
What?
He's either not Caucasian or he wants to be not Caucasian.
Right here, he looks blonde white, and
Yeah.
this one right here is very Caucasian.
Yeah, but if you look at the first one.
Yeah, I know he's in shadow.
Yeah, he looks white.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
I'm sorry, he looks Caucasian.
Not to me, he doesn't.
I'm not even getting in the middle of this one because I can't begin to give a shit.
I know exactly, right?
I honestly, I'm hearing all these announcements. I'm going, is anybody really anything? I mean, I think I've hit the worst you ever want a reader. I'm not mad at Marvel for doing stupid things. I'm not happy with anything that they do great. I am literally flatlined on new comics.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah.
And at some point I might read a few.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I mean, literally, a lot of people say, "I don't care. Oh, that sucks." And granted, I'm going to be doing a EFAP, or I'll be doing a this is an article kind of thing at some point in time, because I have opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But in all honesty, part of the reason why I have a hard time finding shit to talk about is I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I just don't. I love this.
Yeah.
I love what we just read.
Yeah.
But as far as new books, it's not that I hate, or I love these, or I don't care. They finally, the person you guys know is the easiest motherfucker in any freaking review. And they made me not care.
Yeah.
I went through the hate. You know what? Let Wes take it. Let Perks do it. I already made every fucking video they're making right now. And I'm not saying that as a haha, they're copying me kind of shit. It's just, I did.
You were there. You were there 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Everything that's happening now has already happened. Yep. Every fucking thing.
You predicted.
Maybe the names change. Maybe they're the same, but every goddamn thing.
You predicted it. You predicted that
I did.
You predicted that DC was going to follow in Marvel's footsteps, and boy, did they ever.
And they were going to do worse.
Yep.
And they did. They absolutely did. Marvel at least tried to hold on to some dignity.
Mm-hmm.
DC Comics said, you know what? That whole thing that VDI Ellis said about queering up in every corner where there's a little bit of doubt, they went for it.
Yep.
They wiped out in Krypton.
Atlantis.
That still could happen because until they cure.
Wait a minute. Until they mess with the daughter.
Yeah, the new Aquaman is Black Mana's kid.
Yeah.
Or the new Aqua lad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Black
The point being is that they made John gay as a fucking stunt, and they didn't even think about the fact that he was the last son of Krypton. Now
Well, half
they
son.
ended the fucking bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
They ended it. It's done. Oh, but he's bi. No, because we know that whenever they do this, they didn't think about this crap.
No, they didn't.
They don't think about it at all. Tim Drake, 30 freaking years of having a girlfriend. Well, sometimes, no, not sometimes. Very, 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 very rarely does it happen.
The one thing that Marvel did not do, and I'm surprised they did not do, back when Me Too was the big thing, is that they didn't push a Me Too suit on Tony Stark. That's the one thing. It's the one thing they should have done. If they were gonna, we're gonna have all these current events happen, that's the one they should have gone with, but they didn't. The closest they came was years ago with what's his name, Eros, and he was on trial for being with ladies.
Yep, and had to prove that he didn't use his power on women.
Right, exactly. So that's the closest they came to that. And that was well before Me Too. And now they did when Me Too was really big, they didn't do anything about it in Marvel. So I'm just surprised. Well, I guess the reason they didn't do it, straight, white, male, they didn't want to make him come out to be heroic when, that he's being persecuted. They didn't want that to happen.
If I read and review a new comic, I'm going to give an honest review.
Yeah.
But I think it's so much easier for me to do now because I literally do not care. I know I've got a whole bunch of books at the comic shop. I really should just go and cancel it, but you get some discounts with it.
Yeah, so. but don't you usually get a discount for the auction?
I used to. Now I go to the warehouse.
Ah, okay.
I was gonna say, if you have a lot of books on pull, you're not picking them up. Most likely, they're not there anymore. They don't.
They probably after a few months they probably put them back in circulation.
No, they're still there. I've got like 7 months worth of Batman though. I need to pick that up. I haven't read Batman in 7 months. It's just sitting there.
My shop would, after a month or two, they would just give it away.
This is a shop I've been going to for 30 years.
Well,
yeah.
So but they're holding on books that you wanted though, but they're not making any money off it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. But yeah, it's how do you make somebody like me not care about fucking comics? I got a YouTube channel called I Love Comics. It's like, what the fuck?
But do you love comics still? Oh, that's good.
I love older ones. I know I don't do a lot of videos anymore, but I do, and I want to do videos. I actually, by the way, I have them all set up. I really do. I've got them all set up and ready to record. If I could find the time to record, I would love to.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I think if you want to do your tier list on Tuesday, I'm gonna take Tuesday off from the game and actually take a week off to plan it.
Okay.
So it'll be not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday I will start it. I just want a week to plan it.
My plan was when the TV show started, I was actually going to do the Nick Fury and the Super Skrull.
Oh, you mean the Secret Invasion?
Yeah.
It's actually not bad.
It's not as bad as everybody's making it out.
Oh, definitely not. Everybody's trying to pick and go.
It is boring to me though. It's not bad. It's boring.
That's the biggest problem.
It's a slow burn.
No, it can be boring in some points, but I found it the later issues or the later episodes have actually been good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that the actual Invasion in Marvel Comics is better than the show.
I've never read that, so I've got to go back and read it. But actually, the show is, like I said, the show is not as bad as certain people who pick out little grains of rice.
Oh, please, yeah, I don't even. They've like I said, they've become kind of a joke. They become a parody of themselves in some cases.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see, I pulled out all the whole story for Nick Fury, and I even went through and cut it down to panels.
Oh, for which one is this now?
This is for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
Because I figured we already did Sergeant Fury Howling Commandos #1.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about the TV show, there we go. So yeah, I actually when I can I make it so I could do the comic book origins. I think the comic book origin stuff has kind of been my signature, my go-to.
Yeah. So is this the white Nick Fury origin or the black Nick Fury origin?
Nick Fury.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, and by the way, I also had Super Scroll pulled apart. I've got the scrolls pulled apart and so forth, waiting to go. It's just yeah. This week has been hectic. We went to I'm as you can see, I'm with the kids, and we've been going out a lot or just hanging out a lot. And in all honesty, also another thing is the daytime. I can't sit here. I can't sit here for any time. It is hot as hell.
Oh yeah.
Florida is incredibly hot. Man, when we went to Disney, phew, you'd be in the air conditioner, you walk out, it's like 5 seconds already.
Yeah, I've been in Miami in June and July. It's not nice. It's brutal.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What is today's comic writers don't love comics? I agree with that. I don't think they like them at all.
I don't think
Majority of them, but there are a few that do enjoy it.
Yeah,
Jeremy Adams is living proof of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. They what are we talking about? Oh, Punisher. I can't come up with it. Holding like that kill shops. No, well, here's what I've been doing there, Undead Quinn. I'll go in and I'll buy an entire title. So like I caught up on Dead End Street. I got all the Justice Societies. Batman and Detective are the last two titles I need to pick up. Yeah. So on the let's see, but if they took them out, okay. But the weird thing is I'm seeing a lot of the modern books in the warehouse for $1. So
Nice.
yeah. Okay. Let's see. On the other hand, why defend the tired mediocrity of Disney Plus MCU shows? You should expect better. I always expect better. I really do. I hope for better.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have delivered better. I'm not going to lie to anyone and tell them that every MCU, anything on Disney Plus sucks. That's a lie.
Yeah.
A lot of the shows that people have gone off on, they're freaking lying to you. Oh, that sucks horribly. You knew it. Oh,
Perfect example. Loki.
Loki was not my favorite show. It was good, but it was
but they said Loki's good because there's a girl Loki.
And then you get the I think this is dumbass anyway. WandaVision and brilliant. Loved it. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that they let her go. You know what? That doesn't make the entire show.
No, it was just a bad.
It doesn't make it have bad cinematography. It doesn't make the acting bad. It doesn't make the story bad. It just has a bad ending. And what happens is some dumbass comes up. And it was horrible. The whole thing sucked because that last 30 seconds. You're full of shit.
There were only two things.
What a whiner. What? I mean, you seriously, what a whiner. Oh, I liked it, and then the 30 seconds, and now it's all bad. It's the worst show I've ever seen. And also, you know what? How many fucking worse shows you've ever seen can there possibly be? If every goddamn show is worse than the last damn show, I'm sorry, the problem's you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is funny. CBR. It says DC titles have tripled sales since Gunn and Safran took over DC Studios.
That. Yeah.
Jim Lee saying that they've skyrocketed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's like they went from selling 3 copies to
10.
30. Yeah.
There were only two things wrong with the WandaVision. One was the ending, and two, I'm usually alone in this one, but they should have had Aaron Taylor. I mean, is it Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Yeah.
They should have had him come back as Quicksilver and not that putz from.
It was stunt. If they weren't going to do anything, it really was just stunt casting.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Maranya.
Yes.
Can you help me out? I can't tell which one's Elton John.
Ha! I'm the one with the glasses. Yeah.
What's the fist for? You're gonna beat up Elton John?
No, I'm gonna beat up you for that.
For making you see.
I agree. By the way,
Elton John.
WandaVision is much better than some of the newer shows.
Yeah.
I do still defend like Ms. Marvel. I had a great time with Ms. Marvel. I thought that was
Ms. Marvel was great. I like that one. It was not quote made for me, but I can enjoy it because it was a fun ride and it wasn't negative all the time.
And possibly the two best TV shows on the MCU were released later, and that was the Werewolf by Night and the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Oh, those were fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy at all, and I love that Christmas special.
Yeah, I had a great time with it. Both of them, as a matter of fact.
They were great.
I was hoping they would continue and do more shows.
Yeah.
Put them around the holidays. There's a Reed and Sue show that could happen in at Valentine's Day. You know, give us a Captain America or give us something
for 4th of July. Yeah.
Is anybody else shocked?
Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos for the 4th of July.
Is anybody else shocked that DC is at San Diego Comic-Con when they said they weren't going to show up because of the whole strike and stuff?
Oh.
Well, no, the DCU. Like the movie's not being promoted because, you know, Blue Beetle doesn't need help.
Yeah.
It's not like their last movie bombed.
Oh. Well, I mean, the whole thing, Aquaman 2 is releasing, and they cut out Ben Affleck parts out of there, but left Amber Heard in. It's like, my thing is, at this point, just release it on HBO Max. You're not going to make any money. Blue Beetle's not going to make any money because none of these are worth a damn because James Gunn said so. Nothing starts until
I disagree with you absolutely 100%.
No,
individual movies are able to happen, and I would love to see Marvel and DC both just separate them from here on in. They're their own thing. They're their own thing. They're their own thing. Occasionally, we'll come together, and the team up movies will be the team.
The reason why I said that they're not going to matter to most people going to watch it because, well, he said everything starts with Legacy. Everything beforehand, that's like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. But that once again, that's what's
going to kill it more. And
but yeah,
even without the Amber Heard stuff in there, I think that's what's going to kill it. Blue Beetle is probably going to be killed. They're projecting low box office numbers. Yeah. Even what's really crazy though, outside of DC, is that Mission Impossible was struggling too.
Yep. I'll tell you what though, it's not just DCU this year. Even Mission Impossible's underperforming. Yeah, it's doing better, but it's still underperforming what they thought it would. Which I don't understand why anybody would think a Mission Impossible movie would have a bajillion-dollar opening. It never has, not domestically anyway. They've never been big openers domestically from considering what we think are big openers.
I would say considering Mission Impossible compared to most of the other movies that have flopped, I thought that would have done better.
Well, yeah, I would have as well. But the thing that Mission Impossible has going for it is people actually liked it. So they might go and return to see it. Of course, the one that is just blowing up the movie screens anyway is that Sound of Freedom movie.
Yeah.
It's the I haven't seen it yet. I want to, but yeah. Ash is bringing it up. Yeah, it's been way overperforming. Yeah. All righty, guys. We ended up at an hour, and we are bleeding viewers. I don't know. Maybe I'm pissing people off with my opinions, and they're taking off. But nobody's coming in, and we're
It's also late. It's on the East Coast. It's like almost midnight.
Yeah. We started.
And Friday nights. Who's really indoors on Friday nights other than us old people?
Yeah, the people with kids and such. Yep. But that's okay. I got to get this auction together.
Yeah. So it's 8 p.m. or thereabouts Eastern Standard Time on Saturday.
Yep, 7. That's So 7 Eastern tomorrow. I'm gonna go live and do a little unboxing. The books I got here from the auction Saturday nights.
I might do a tier list on Sunday. I've been wanting to do the tier list. Tuesday, I know you have the. Yeah, I've given you the 10:30 time slot, so it's up to you.
I'm just saying, if this week, if you want to do something, if you want to have your open mic on Tuesday, just this once on Tuesday, just to keep that slot active.
The Monday's going to happen. I do want to get more active. Nope, I can't. Hold on, what's going on? Okay, Monday is the little girl Rory that was sitting on my lap there.
Yeah.
That's her birthday.
Oh boy.
So I know I'm going to be out doing something for her that day.
Well, maybe move your Monday to Tuesday this 1 week.
Yeah, I might do that then. If we're home, we'll do something.
Okay.
We'll
'Cause
do
like-
our open mic. I
Yeah.
do want to get back to doing stuff like the covering comic, where we just kind of what's the best comic cover and all that kind of
All
stuff.
the
And also just talk about news.
yeah.
Yeah, I've
And
seen
I
open-
like the tier list, but I think I'm gonna change the structure of it so it doesn't take 2 hours. I got to do something to make sure these things don't take 2 hours.
Make them that they're easily recognizable people too, because half the time I'm looking at it going, I have no idea who these people are.
Yeah, I need
And,
something.
I'm pretty good. And I'm pretty good on recognizing people, even obscure characters. But some of those are really obscure.
Yeah. Ash saying some audiences blew their movie budget on Sound of Freedom, and movies ain't cheap.
Yeah.
You know what? I will
$8
point
a
out.
ticket. Yeah.
I will point out that these days, I don't know if you guys have Regal Cinemas or AMC Cinemas,
AMC we have, yeah.
but they have like a movie pass where you pay for it and you can get like
Yep.
you pay like $22 a month,
Yeah.
and you can get 2 or 3 movies a week from AMC, or you can get Regal and you can get a movie every day.
Yeah.
For me,
$24 a ticket there. What are you going to the restaurant ones?
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I always go. There's a mom and pops. There's a mom and pops around the corner. So if I'm not going to the Regal, I
Yeah.
go to that one. It's like $7 in the daytime and $9 at night.
Yeah, for me, it's
Yeah.
like the 2 things. One's the budget. 2, my husband's schedule is so messed up that he can be called in to do overtime at any time. And there goes, we used to go like on Fridays for matinees, but he's now working during part of that matinee time. And then he get called in later that evening to go do another shift. So
Yeah.
I can't do matinees anymore.
Tomorrow I'm going to. I always go Saturday. Saturday mornings or Saturday. Say run around noon. Because I'm gonna see Oppenheimer tomorrow. That's gonna be like $8 ticket.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
I want to see Oppenheimer, and what really sucks is I threw up the Jolly Roger, and Oppenheimer's the only one I saw. That's the one I want to see in the theater.
Uh-huh.
The other one, I don't want to see in the theater.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't want to see it at all.
The weird
I don't
thing
wanna
is
see it.
I all the way up. I like the way it looks. It's gorgeous. I think it is a great Barbie. I mean, it had me.
Yeah.
And then I find out it is what it is. Now, why would a kid want to sit through that kind of shit? The Barbie should be a family film.
It should be. I agree.
They could even explore what it's like to be a Barbie, but they screwed up. They didn't make Barbie a film for families.
No.
They made it basically. You just Greta Gerwig, who I believe is a really good director. I loved her independent film. I can't think of the title, and I liked her version of Little Women. Loved it, as a matter of fact. I think she's very talented, but she decided Barbie was going to spew her politics, and every freaking thing that I've heard about, it's that. Why would my niece? Because Glenser's saying I'm going to go see the Barbie movie on Monday. Why would my niece want to go see a movie like that? How would she be entertained by that? I thought the same thing when I went to see Mary Poppins Returns, and it ended up being about rent control and about paying your mortgage. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about here, guys? Who fucking cares about paying the mortgage of freaking Cherry Tree Lane? You know, the last one, the first one, was about a father's relationship with his kids. That's something everybody can relate to. But it's I'm not jazzed for Barbie. I'll watch it when it comes on.
I'm just saying the people excited for Barbie are the people who look like Kate McKinnon's character in there.
Yeah.
she's-
Actually, I kind of dig Kate McKinnon's character. She's the always doing the splits Barbie. If you've been around girls or had sisters, or in my case, cousins, they always had this one Barbie whose legs just were too loose.
Yeah. I know some of those. Yes,
she's also the one that-
gymnast Barbie was like that.
Yeah.
She's the one basically who's been attacked by a little
Yeah, she's
5-year-old.
got crayon on her, and there's so much to be explored in the world of Barbie. Why are you doing the Smurfs thing and taking him out of that world?
It's like the across this Barbieverse.
Yeah. By the way, Justice League War World is out. So, or at least it's out on those kind of sites.
Thank you. I've been looking for something to watch.
Yeah, so I will be checking that out and have a review for you guys.
Well, my thing is Oppenheimer. I'm like, I want to see it, but I'm also like, it's 3 hours. And I'm like, I hope it doesn't become like a documentary, and that's it.
Well, according to everyone I've heard that it has seen it, it isn't. And I do agree with what Roger Ebert said. A great movie is never too long, which, okay, it can be. But, well, I should say, I'll paraphrase it. A great movie never feels long. A bad movie can't get over short.
And I say, because going into movies like Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, that went by I felt like an hour went by for me.
I know, right? It was 2.5 hours.
John Wick felt forever.
That's because it was, in my opinion, it was repetitive. I felt John Wick's length, especially at the stair scene. Oh no! I felt it hard. Yes.
Yeah, isn't RDJ in Oppenheimer?
Yes.
Yeah.
So is Matt Damon.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Old hamstring Barbie. Never heard of that one.
No.
I think it's more of a style.
There's Trailer Trash Barbie. There's a few other ones.
Yeah. Alrighty, and let's
Barbie
see.
too.
What?
I said
A
it's
quick
done.
comment. A quick comment onto the last thing that was big news.
Yes.
Anybody surprised they brought back Ms. Marvel? They're going to bring her back. Anybody surprised they're making her a mutant?
Not surprised.
They made Quicksilver and Wanda Inhumans because.
Well, they made them. They didn't make them. They made them Inhumans in the books. Then in the movies they didn't say they were mutants because they couldn't.
Right. Yep.
Well, I know a lot of Miss Marvel fans online are mad because of the fact that she's now a mutant.
Yeah.
She was better before, and then now they changed her and made her a crappy mutant now.
Yeah, and people who complain about the synergy of books and the movies.
I saw that. She's like, did I come out of one of those egg things? Like, this girl gross. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I was like, finally, somebody's actually addressing that, how stupid the egg things are.
Yeah.
I watched a horror film I could recommend. If I remember the title, it starred Luke Evans, and he was a serial killer. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do not binge 8 hours of any TV show.
Binge 8 hours of TV, dude. I don't know anybody does that.
I've never done 8 hours. I've done a couple hours of watching stuff, but not 8 hours.
I don't know if I made it 8 hours. But
the most I go is 2 episodes of a show, whether 45 minutes each, and then I'm done.
I have actually, when I'm doing the auction and I'm sitting, I'm just sitting right in front of the TV, writing stuff down.
And then you can run it.
I will watch. I know I've watched 4 to 6 hours, definitely.
Oh, that's different because that's background music.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm watching, but yeah. But yeah, I do sometimes put on things I know is going to be light.
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, so kids, there you go, gang. Join VENKMAN on Sunday. Tomorrow night we have the auction at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna go to the warehouse sale, get some new big dogs, and probably some trade paperbacks. I haven't been getting comics there because they made them $1, and unless I can find something that can sell for $2, $3 without me feeling like crap for selling it for that much, I'm not going to be buying comics from there very often. But that's why I've been buying trade paperbacks. Some of them are sold, some of them not so, but you know.
Jeez, you sat and watched Rabbit Hole once. Wow. I know it's a good show, but dang, that's a lot of time.
I did that with the first season of Sopranos when it came on DVD. I didn't catch it on HBO, so I bought the box set and I watched first episode, and like I watched the whole first season of Sopranos.
The only shows you should be binge watching anything should be Bosch and the Bosch Legacy.
Right.
I think the closest I came to that was when I finally got Disney Plus, and I had to binge watch the first couple of episodes of WandaVision. And after that, I have learned never to watch any reviews until after I see the show, because I want to approach it with the open mind, no preconceived notions. And with you all doing the reviews, I was like, okay, I ended up looking for things that I shouldn't have been.
Right. That makes sense. Okay, once again, you kids have a great time, and as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, true believers.